Welcome everyone, my name is Goody, and in this video, I will share with you 6 things that kill your midnight prayer life. 6 things you must avoid if you want to have an effective midnight prayer life. The midnight hour is a time when the veil between the physical and spiritual realm is thin and spiritual activities are most active, both good and evil. Midnight is a critical hour. It's when prayers are most potent and divine interventions mostly take place. But it's also when the kingdom of darkness are most active, seeking to wreak havoc on the lives and destinies of men. Have you ever wondered why evil people often strike at night? It's because the midnight hour offers a unique opportunity for their evil activities to thrive. Evil arrows are mostly shot at night, targeting innocent people and causing harm. Many people have experienced strange occurrences after waking up from a bad dream. I ate in my dream and now I'm experiencing this illness. I had a nightmare and now I'm facing this affliction or that. These experiences reveal the spiritual battles that take place while we sleep. Matthew 13 verse 25. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way. He did his evil planting when men were asleep and not when they were awake. Same way, if the children of God can arise at this powerful hour to pray, the outcome is life-changing because midnight prayer is a game changer. Breakthroughs happen, chains are broken, lives are transformed, destinies are altered, miracles occur. We've seen countless testimonies of people who have experienced life-changing breakthroughs through midnight prayer. The enemy doesn't want you to experience that power. He will stop at nothing to hinder your midnight prayer life. Let's expose the strategies of the enemy and identify the things that can kill your midnight prayer life. Here are things to avoid. 1. Physical fatigue and sleepiness is a threat to midnight prayer. Being very tired and sleepy can make it hard to stay awake or focus during midnight prayers. This can be as a result of exhaustion from daily activities or failing to get enough sleep. Jesus addressed this issue in Matthew 26, 40-41 and 43. And he cometh unto the disciples and findeth them asleep, and saith unto Peter, What? Could you not watch with me 1 hour? Watch and pray that you enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. 43. And he came and found them asleep again, for their eyes were heavy. When you stress yourself in the day or you didn't sleep well on time to wake up to pray, it's normal to feel weak and sleepy because you can't cheat nature. In your busy schedule, try to make out time for midnight prayer. Prioritize it. If you see midnight prayer as important, you will make out time for it. We make out time for things we value. Sleepiness and tiredness can kill your midnight prayer life, so you have to do something about it. Structure your day. Try and decongest some things so you can have enough sleep that can make you be awake. Try and rest well before your scheduled time of prayer. Struggling to stay awake while praying reduces the potency of prayer. Don't let the devil use sleep and tiredness cheat you out of what God will release to you through your midnight prayer. Second thing that kills midnight prayer life is spiritual attacks. Many people, after praying at midnight, when they sleep, they experience spiritual attacks. It can be a retaliation or counterattack, that is, powers you fought against when you were praying reinforced to fight you back. Because of the havoc your prayer is already causing in their kingdom, they will come at you heavily so that you will give up praying at midnight. That's one of their tactics. They are doing that to get you discouraged. You become doubtful whether your prayer is working at all because of the attacks. You find yourself being afraid to continue in midnight prayers. Remember, God has not given you the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and sound mind. So you have to keep praying. Pray with the authority of God's word to wear them out, break their resistance, and they will let you be. Persevere. Your consistent midnight prayer will weaken the enemy's grip. Then your deliverance will come, which will birth your breakthroughs and blessings. Remember, you are not alone. God is with you. Many have faced similar attacks and emerge victorious, and you will not be an exception. Also, it's very important to know how to feed your spirit man so it can be strong enough to win these enemies. You have to build your spiritual muscles. To learn about that, I did a video titled How to Build Your Spirit Man for Spiritual Warfare. I will leave the link of the video up in the description box below and at the end of this video. Do well to watch that video. It will help you to know how to get empowered to win spiritual battles. 3. Screen time. Time used in watching movies, music, gaming, or social media can kill your midnight prayer life. Most persons know they will pray at midnight, but they will be watching movies, gaming, or on social media till late at night, making midnight prayer challenging for them. Also, when you watch worldly movies, the visuals will occupy your mind, making it hard to focus on prayer. What you watched will be going through your mind. It will also expose you to worldly values and content which can pollute your spirit man. Also, listening to worldly music before bed can distract you from prayer and quiet reflection. Secular music can fill your mind with worldly thoughts, contradicting spiritual values, replacing God as a central focus. Also, scrolling through social media till late at night can waste valuable time, reducing prayer time, thereby affecting your midnight prayer. And if there are things that don't edify your spirit man, it will lead to prayerlessness, spiritual stagnation, reduced faith, and increased vulnerability to spiritual attacks. So you have to discipline yourself, limit screen time before bed so you can wake up and pray and not be tired or sleepy. You have to prioritize prayer, schedule your prayer time and stick to it. Replace worldly content, choose spiritual or uplifting media, cultivate and develop habits that promote spiritual growth. 4. Inconsistency. Consistency is key to developing a strong and effective midnight prayer life. It builds spiritual intensity, creating a continuous flow of power and connection with God. Inconsistency interrupts this flow, making it harder to maintain the spiritual discipline and get the results you want. Consistency in prayer increases your spiritual authority, which is what you will need to win spiritual battle. Gaps in prayer leave room for spiritual weakness, diminishing your authority in the realm of the spirit. Also, the enemy can take advantage of your moments of inconsistency. The Bible reminds us to be vigilant because the enemy prowls around like a roaring lion. Inconsistency in your midnight prayer makes you more vulnerable to his attacks. You decided not to pray today. Did the devil decide not to fight you today? In fact, he is even waiting for such opportunity when you won't pray to strike. The devil doesn't take breaks, and that makes it crucial for believers to remain vigilant and steadfast in their prayer life. Skipping your midnight prayer opens up opportunities for spiritual attacks. Spiritual warfare is constant, and maintaining a strong prayer routine is essential for protection and victory. Persistent prayer, especially at midnight, is what brings about breakthroughs. If your prayers are inconsistent, the breakthroughs you are expecting may be delayed as you are not sustaining the level of prayer intensity required to birth it. James 5 verse 16b. The heartfelt and persistent prayer of a righteous man, believer, is able to accomplish much when put into action and made effective by God. It is dynamic and can have tremendous power. Inconsistent prayer reduces the impact and effectiveness of midnight prayer. And you don't know whether the day you missed would have been your day of God's visitation, the day of your divine encounter, and you missed out on that breakthrough. Be patient and persistent even if you're not seeing any results yet. Make midnight prayer a non-negotiable habit. A river courses through a rock, not because of its power, but its persistence. 5. Comfort zones. The comfort of staying in bed or staying warm under the covers can kill your midnight prayer life. Praying in bed at midnight might feel convenient, but it can weaken your prayer life. Lying down often leads to drowsiness, reducing your focus on spiritual effectiveness. Physically and mentally, you may relax too much, causing a drop in fervency, fire, and prayer intensity. This can even cut your prayer time short. To maintain the strength of your midnight prayers. Stand up and move around while praying. This not only boosts your intensity but also helps you stay awake and focused. 6. Having a wrong company can have an impact on your midnight prayer life in several ways. The wrong company often prioritizes worldly activities, entertainment, or unspiritual habits, which can easily distract you from your spiritual goals. If you are surrounded by people who don't value prayer, you may be tempted to engage in activities that draw you away from your commitment to midnight prayers. And if you have a wrong close circle, they are unlikely to encourage you to pray. Instead of pushing you toward spiritual growth, they will pull you away from it. They can even plant seeds of doubt, laziness, or complacency. They will question the need for midnight prayers or mock your spiritual practices, gradually weakening your commitment. Before you know it, you may start to make excuses or rationalize skipping prayers for the sake of socializing or fitting in with your circle. Avoid those 6 things I mentioned and watch your midnight prayer life get transformed. Drop a comment. You can share with us other things that can kill our midnight prayer life. Let's learn from you. Also, share this video with friends and family to inspire a stronger midnight prayer life. Subscribe for more uplifting messages and don't forget to click on the bell button to get notified whenever I post. Thank you and God bless you.